So you guys have been out there in Virginia for a couple of days now. You've been scouting out the base. So tell us what you found out there, and did you find anything that you weren't expecting to see?
And let me tell you, I mean, it's an extravagant area. I mean, you can tell that money was spent well. I mean,
yeah, because when I first heard about this training center, I thought it was going to be like the old movie sets. They have the facade of a building and some 2x4s propping it up, but it looked very very elaborate.
Yeah, I felt like I was on a I felt like I was in Vanilla Sky. Like everyone was just gone. It was a real city, and I was just there by myself. It was very eerie.
And it was very realistic. Like you said, you had the street lights out there. You had a church and a mosque, a soccer field, just a whole lot of modern day things that you would see in the United States of America. Now, Joe, I know you guys, you've talked about this before, how you've done training in the military, and sometimes you encountered scenarios like this. But have you ever encountered anything that was so realistic of a American city, such as the signs in English and also the subways?
Negative. I mean, one of the main places that you go to in the Army is Fort Irwin in California, and that is set up to look like Iraq, Afghanistan. El Paso, they do training there at Fort Bliss because of the mountains. It looks a lot like Afghanistan.
Right, that's where I was at. I was down there at Fort Bliss, down there in El Paso, Texas, basically down there with the corner of Mexico, because it's a desert-like area. You get the mountains, so forth. It's hot. Not so much humidity. So that's one of the things that they do in the East Coast military is that they train how they fight, man. So them making an actual scenario of a military American city, soccer fields, man, churches or quote unquote mosques. Well, this is a mosque, but it equivalent to a Christian church. You just gonna show more.
Any training I've ever done for combat has been you train where you fight. That's the Army saying you train how you're going to fight. That's the scary part, is because what I just saw where they're training looks a lot like where they want to be fighting, and that's here in America. That's what gave me goosebumps, is when I saw that, because all the places I've been to before, they're mud huts, they're mosques, it's desert, everything is in Arabic, it'd be like, Watarega, which means get back, these were stop signs, pedestrian crossing, red light, green lights, firehouse, I mean, yeah, First Street, Main Street, I mean, an underground subway with the DC Metro signs. And
yeah, tell us what happened when you guys went into the subway, because we were watching you on the Alex Jones radio show today, and you guys went into the subway and we lost the connection. So what did you guys find down there?
Subway that was kind of like burrowed out, and they had the train stop there. It was a real train that they have somehow gotten put in there. We got in there, walked around, took some pictures, looked at the signs. I mean, it showed the Capitol building. It showed everything on there. I mean, it was a very in detail DC map.
Now, before we go to David Knight, I know he's there as well. Joe, give me your final thoughts and just tell me what.
All right, so you see that? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They get the whole city laid out like it's a. I mean, that's what we train in too. We actually train in the fort cities or whatever you want to call them when we was going overseas and so forth, man. And they won't never that in depth. Good gracious, So that's they showing you right there. The stuff like this is being leaked. They showing you right there that next move is gonna be a city near you. All right. And our elders been telling you this, and we've been telling you this for the people for the longest, man. It's time to get your head out of your ass, because when this thing go down, man, it's gonna be, you people gonna be fucking lost, man. You people gonna be literally lost. All right, they got these zombie bullets, man. These zombie bullets is mainly for you people. All right, because you the goddamn zombies. All right. Now, he said he seen the Capitol building picture up in there with the subway map layout and so forth and all that. All right. Now, let me see what I want to go to, because they prepare for these things now. They say they're preparing for it. As a dollar reserve currency collapses, resulting in chaos. But it's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be false flag events. All right. Besides the dollar collapse, it's gonna be major false flag events that'll lead to the dollar collapse, or vice versa. It might be before and after. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of confusion. All right. As simple as that. It's not America, Babylon. So when the first thing happens, there's gonna be more confusion and more confusion and more confusion, man. Order out of chaos. Order out chaos. All right. So one thing they have to do one thing they have to do to press for the New World Order is to get rid of Congress. All right, and that's what Obama. That's what Obama plans. That's one thing they have to do is get rid of Congress. That's what they're killing all them bankers. They killed all them bankers, and matter of fact, Obama put out a letter through the military structure of America that the generals are getting fired because they wouldn't succumb to of America having homosexuals in their military, man. If they didn't succumb to that, then they were fired. You just talking about top generals in high position, man. They were straight up fired. Alright. Now Obama got transsexuals being allowed in the military, man. Alright, so here's your transsexual president for you niggas that voted for him, alright? This guy, man. I have no clue how you people don't see that you're living in living in hell. You know? I'm gonna show you a picture, man, what it's gonna look like, a video what it's gonna look like real soon, man. It's gonna look like what your concept of hell, death and destruction. That's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like you're living in what you will be considered as hell, man. This is hell. Hell just basically means a place of torment. All right. It says this is from Glenn Beck. All right, which he pictured basically like a Alex Jones, type guy. Alright, let's go listen to this video, Obama. Because that's the whole plan. You have to get rid of Congress. So that Capitol building got to go. Alright.
We are not just going to be waiting for legislation in order to make sure that we're providing Americans the kind of help that they need. I've got a pen and I've got a phone. And I can use that pen to sign executive orders and take executive actions and administrative actions that move the ball forward. In helping to make sure our kids are getting the best education possible, making sure that our businesses are getting the kind of support and help they need to grow and advance, to make sure that people are getting the skills that they need to get those jobs that our businesses are creating.
All right, now Congress are the people that pass legislation. After it gets passed through Congress, legislation basically means laws, man. So with Obama using them executive orders, he can override what Congress says and pass his own law. So that's what they want to make him do. That's the position that the elites want to put Obama in, is basically make him a dictator, not having everybody under him is gonna go through his authority. Since he's just a president, what's a president just means overseer. All right, that he'll sign he'll decree any decree that the elites want him to decree. Alright? Alright. Let's go play this part Glenn Beck talked about. He made a good point.
This is insanity. And I will go around the Constitution. I will go around the Congress. I will skirt anything because I can do it. He has said for a long time, there are people that say I should just do this, but we've got a constitution. We have a system here of laws, and he can't just do that. And I've told you before, he is setting it up. He is setting it up. He is setting it up. He is setting the false premise that people are begging him to just go around Congress and the Constitution. That's what he's doing. The reason why that has been in so many very important speeches is because he is setting up the premise that he's been resistant. He has tried not to do this, but now he's been backed in a corner. Well, this is the beginning of, I'm being backed in a corner. They're not doing anything. And I got a pen and I got a phone and I'll mobilize people. And I'll just sign these things into law. You have a fascistic tendency in the President of the United States. A very strong fascistic tendency. Do not ignore it. If you don't know why that is fascistic in nature, maybe you should find out. I know you're busy, but are you too busy? Maybe you just want to leave well enough alone. Maybe you say, I don't have time to read and find out. Maybe you're not interested. Maybe you just don't know. Maybe you just don't think. This is how national crimes happen.
Alright. He made some good point. He said fascistic. Obama's bringing that fascistic spirit, so to speak, which is basically he's talking about not like the Hitler, basically what he's saying. The fascism, which is nothing but the same shit as communism, socialism, democracy. All that stuff is the same shit. All right, now, like I said, in order for him to do that, he would have to get rid of Congress, man. So that's what they showed you in now. Let me go to this one right here. This is a National Capital Region Key Response Planning Factors for the Aftermath of Nuclear Terrorism. All right, November 2011, and this is in D.C. This is actually in D.C. See that district? This is Washington District of Columbus. Is actually in D.C. Now when you scroll down here, this doesn't it doesn't show the Capitol building actually getting blown up in this one. As you can see, this area right here, it says the SDZ. I didn't look it up to see what it means. Something zone. Alright. Estimated for the illustrative scenario. And as you can see, the Washington Monument is right here. And the actual the White House is over here. The Capitol building is like way over here somewhere. Alright. And the bomb will go off right in the back or north of the White House building. Alright. But they're showing you, right? But the point is that they're showing you that they have nuclear drills. That's the point. I didn't read. I forgot how I stumbled up on this a while back. I had to hit the brother Monaghan up because I sent it to him like last year. I had to hit him up. And they're showing you that this is gonna happen. Then why would they have a preparedness drill for? You know, it's just FEMA we